Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the NDP 21 Ceremonial Parade held at the Float at Marina Bay. Together with us here at the Float are our office holders, members of parliament, senior parliamentary secretaries, mayors, ministers of state, and senior ministers of state. Every year, Singaporeans have always come together in good and tough times to celebrate our independence as a country. We continue to hold our National Day Parade on 9th August to commemorate Singapore's independence. This year's National Day theme, Together Our Singapore Spirit, is a rallying call for Singaporeans to come together, demonstrate our resilience despite adversities, and emerge even stronger as one united people.
I feel that having a virtual contingent,
It was a pretty fun experience.
The amount of time we put to practice for rehearsal.
yes, it's tired, but it's joy.
Full of memories, I'll say. Yeah, at least like if you do it virtual, it's also more safer for us.
Safety. At least I can still feel myself involved.
Because it's a very valuable opportunity.
Yeah, I think it's actually super cool. Then you can like look back on this experience and like, oh wow, I was there, I did that.
You want something that brings every Singaporean together, and I feel that NDP is really one of the ways that can happen.
It's very hard to describe, actually.
But I really do want to feel it again. It's like a huge honor
To support our fellow Singaporeans.
Good or bad, it's still a year that we've been through together as a country.
I think what made me really proud of Singapore is
the people actually.
You can be total strangers, but people still sort of care about you.
It's more in our feeling towards fellow countrymen.
There is no one word that can encapsulate what Singapore is.
We are like a miracle city.
I hope we can go back to our usual life soon.
Enjoy more peaceful and prosperous days ahead.
and I hope that we'll be stronger than ever.
That we as a nation will stand united to overcome any crisis that fall upon us and be the example that we are for the world.
Happy 56th birthday, Singapore.
Happy birthday, Singapore! Happy birthday, Singapore!
Happy birthday!
The parade regimental sergeant major for this year's NDP is Master Warrant Officer Albert Tan Yong Koo, Brigade Sergeant Major, 2nd Singapore Infantry Brigade. Now look up to the screens. Joining us for the first time virtually are contingents representing the social and economic pillars of our nation, as well as the various uniformed youth organizations formed by the students. Ladies and gentlemen, marching onto the floating platform are the SAF contingents from our Singapore Army, Navy, and the Air Force, together with our home team contingents from the Singapore Police Force and the Singapore Civil Defence Force. Since its launch in 1984, Total Defence has rallied Singaporeans to come together and play our part in defending Singapore and our way of life. The 6 pillars of Total Defence represent our commitment to building a resilient Singapore: military, civil, economic, social, digital, and psychological defense. Together, we must remain vigilant and play our part in the total defense pillars. Total defense involves everyone contributing individually and collectively to build a strong, secure, and cohesive nation. Over the decades, we have responded collectively to a wide variety of challenges. Today, Singaporeans have once again demonstrated our grit, resourcefulness, and resilience as we emerge stronger from the COVID-19 pandemic. Together, with our collective unity and the Singapore spirit, we will build a strong and resilient nation. We have done so before, and we will do it again. The parade commander, accompanied by the women, police, pipes and drums from the Singapore Police Force Band, will now take over command of the parade from the parade regimental sergeant major. Ladies and gentlemen, marching onto the stage are 37 regimental colors accompanied by 4 Guard of Honor contingents. The colors are military flags that originated as a means of identification in battle. In the past, when colors were carried on active service, they stood as a rallying point and the scene of their last stand. While the significance of colors today is more symbolic in nature, They are the embodiment of an institution's history, honor, and tradition. Ladies and gentlemen, please look to your right. This year's gun salute will be executed by men and women from the 21st Battalion, Singapore Artillery. Watch as the M3G floating crafts, operated by men and women from the 35th Battalion, Singapore Combat Engineers, move into position for the gun salute. The parade commander for this morning's parade is Lieutenant Colonel Tang Wee Go, Commanding Officer 113 Squadron. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome our cabinet ministers, senior ministers, and deputy prime minister to the float at Marina Bay.
How many times have you heard them say the future is uncertain and everything must change? Well, all of my worries and all of my fears begin to lose their weight when I want you near. If all that we are is what we believe.
Let us put our hands together to welcome our emeritus senior minister, Mr. Go Chok Tong.
How easy we can get, and everything takes time. Though nothing's ever perfect, I still call you mine. This is my country, this is my flag, this is my future, this is my life.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise to welcome our Prime Minister, Mr. Lee Hsien Loong. Prime Minister Lee Hsien Loong will now take his seat.
I remember the way it used to be. We've come so far.
Prime Minister Lee is Singapore's third Prime Minister. This is his 17th appearance at the National Day Parade as the country's Prime Minister.
With every generation, there's more to be grateful for. So come and sing a song for us.
Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, the combined band will now perform their rendition of this year's NDP theme song. So roll ahead. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise to welcome Her Excellency, President Halimah Yacob. Ladies and gentlemen, now look up to the sky. 5 F-15 SG Eagles from the Republic of Singapore Air Force, led by Commanding Officer 149 Squadron, Senior Lieutenant Colonel Benjamin Lee, will execute a spectacular bomb burst in a salute to the nation. And here they come! Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated.
Madam President, the parade is formed up and ready for inspection. Men.
Ladies and gentlemen, our president will now inspect the parade. As a mark of respect, the 25-pounder guns on board M3G rafts will fire in salute to the president. Ladies and gentlemen, let's wave our flags to our president. Happy National Day, Singapore! Ladies and gentlemen, the God of Honor will now execute the feu de joie, or fire of joy, to celebrate our nation's birthday.
Kawalan Kehormatan akan tembak Malaysia. Isikan baru. Hormat. Tembak. Isikan lagi. Hormat. Tembak. Isikan lagi. Hormat. Tembak. Kawalan Kehormatan datang senjata. Kawalan Kehormatan rusuk senjata. Madam President, I have your permission to proceed with the national pledge. Thereafter, march off the parade end.
This is President Halima Yaakov's 4th National Day as head of state.
Baris tali senjata. Baris tahan setia.
We, the citizens of Singapore, pledge ourselves as one united people, regardless of race, language, or religion, to build a democratic society based on justice and equality, so as to liberty, and progress for our nation.
First, salute! First, salute!
Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated.
Kolang Kuamatan, diam! Yang lain, tulang, senja! Baris akan berjalan keluar dalam masa cepat. Kolang Kuamatan dahulu. Rakyat terkenal, terkenal go! Say!
Ladies and gentlemen, the Colors Party is now full. Humiliation. A group of soldiers, the Colors Party, was assigned to protect the colors whenever they were brought into battle. Today, colors are no longer carried into battle, but they are still retained in modern armed forces as symbols of tradition and glory. Colors are awarded for achievement in the fields of combat, training, administration, efficiency, and service to the community. As a mark of respect, please rise as the Colors Party marches directly in front of you. Leading the march past is the parade commander, Lieutenant Colonel Tang We Go. The three state colors are in the forefront, followed by the parade regimental sergeant major, master warrant officer Albert Tan Yong Koo. Following behind are the 37 regimental colors, with the colors regimental sergeant major, military expert 3 Eugene Yo Tek Soo. next, formed by men from the 1st Commando Battalion. It is led by Contingent Commander Major Alvin Lee Chin-Yi. We turn our attention now to the Navy Guard of Honor contingent, formed by men from the Naval Diving Unit. This contingent is led by Contingent Commander Major Sung Wei Pei. We now see the Republic of Singapore Air Force Guard of Honor contingent, comprising men and women from the Air Power Generation Command. This 3rd Guard of Honor contingent is led by Contingent Commander Major Eugene Hua Shi Liang. Finally, the 4th Guard of Honor contingent is the Singapore Police Force contingent. Forming the contingent are men and women from the Singapore Police Training Command and led by Contingent Commander Deputy Superintendent of Police Gregory Kang Wo Yong. Ladies and gentlemen, marching past you is the contingent formed by the Army, led by Contingent Commander Captain Aloysius Tan Kok An. Next, we have the Republic of Singapore Navy contingent, led by military expert 4 Lin Yang Kang. The Republic of Singapore Air Force contingent is led by military expert 4 Captain Jian An. Keeping pace is the Singapore Police Force contingent, led by Deputy Superintendent of Police Terence Fu Xiang Wee. Finally, the Singapore Civil Defence Force contingent is led by Captain Lee En Hao. The marching music for the ceremonial parade is provided by the Combined Band, comprising members from the Singapore Armed Forces Central Band and the Singapore Police Force Band, and is led by Director of Music, Military Expert 5, Stephen Tan A. Key, with drum majors, Military Expert 2, Jash Chua Kit Wee, and Senior Staff Sergeant Abdul Latif bin Abdul Rahman.
my heart to my